just know that right now, given the fact that there's a suggestion, there are a lot of online, very specific, apparently very specific threats against very specific agents at the FBI and whatnot, it would be great for everybody to tamp down the rhetoric against the FBI, because the FBI simply was doing what the DOJ asked them to do. The Attorney General is the boss of the guy at the FBI, of all the people at the FBI. So, you know, with all of these threats going around, it would ultimately be great if the former president, who has always been a great supporter of law enforcement, has posed with 1,000 police departments coast to coast. It would be great if he called for an end to the violent rhetoric against federal law enforcement, and in particular, the FBI that was just doing their job.
But as Trey Gowdy pointed out last night, for you to look at this situation and think that Democrats and Republicans have been treated the same over the last few years, you'd have to be looking at a different situation.
Yeah.
I mean, leg irons for Navarro.
Greg Gutfeld talked about that, too. He said, you know, it's interesting that the Democrats or progressives are now worried about protecting law enforcement when they weren't, you know, years ago during the raids. But no one is for the violence of FBI agents or you know, any of these individuals that are in law enforcement.
Right. If you want to personify that search, look at the Attorney General of the United States. Merrick Garland is the one who has staked his entire reputation on it. If there's not something really big there, it would ultimately be great if the former president, who has always been a great supporter of law enforcement, has posed with 1,000 police departments coast to coast. It would be great if he called for an end to the violent rhetoric against federal law enforcement.